Now they just can't walk in anymore. Oh, there he is. Come on, let's go look. I found Cairo again. And he's sitting in his car. What is it with him and me? So weird. I have to jump out of his car now and run. You can't miss me. I'm wearing my cheetah today, so. La la la. La la la, run baby boo foo, run. Hi Cricket, look. We found Aaron's car again. He passed by me when we were parking. Should we just point at his head? Would that be just too much fun? As long as his wife's not with him, I don't care. I don't like picking on his wife. We'll just sit here and like ponder. He's got to get out eventually. Sometimes being me is hilarious. Looking me up again so I can get my own channel, so I can read that one. Okay. There we go. Don't want top messages. Want all. Okay. Hi, Carrie Ann. We're looking at Cairo. We're looking at the back of his head. Because he's got to get out in a second. Hi, sitting. La la la. Yeah, I'm a couple of minutes early because he passed by us, and I figured I had everything on. We'll go look for his car, but I didn't expect him to be sitting in his car. So. And Cricket, I don't know if it's her fault that she married him. Well, she married him. She might have loved him. Too bad I can't zoom on his phone screen. It's whatever he's doing. And that's not my style. I almost did it, and then I was like, no, that's not nice. So, I swear to God, he had something done to his car because it looks a lot better than it used to. Hi, Cobill. Yeah, that's a skateboard guy. Hi, Bob. So yeah, we're zoomed in on the back of his head right now. So waiting for something to happen. I wonder if he'll sit here for the whole hour. That would be interesting because I'm sure he's watching me now since I'm standing here in my cheetah. You want to see the cheetah? Let's see. Can you see the cheetah? I'm wearing the cheetah today. I gotta fix a button on it. So that, and I have to get it probably hydrated or rehydrated. It sheds, and shedding is not good for a cheetah. Any questions? Yeah, hi Sydney. Yeah, we should have questions. Solo 2D assist in progress. Do not approach Volkswagen. That's funny. So, yeah, it's like maybe I've got him stuck in the car. That would be funny, wouldn't it? So he can't come in the car as long, or get out of the car as long as I have the camera on. So we sent Natalie a picture of the dragon. He'll probably, or a snippet of the dragon. He'll probably be there tomorrow. The one where he's doing the full dragon close up on me. He's leaving. Oh my God. He can't take it anymore. He's leaving. Oh, that's awesome. He couldn't get out of the car, I bet.
Yeah.
Is he turning? Maybe he's going to our spot. There's a spot behind us.
Yeah.
In the loading zone, because people don't realize, or a business, yellow. People don't realize national holiday.
Get away from us.
I don't even care if he gets away from us. I just think it's funny that he had to move. I saw a parked car with engine running in three what? Yep, chicken shit. Oops. Did we make it? Nope. Oh, you made me say that within the first 5 minutes. So yeah, no, I thought that was hilarious. He couldn't get out of the car. I thought he was just going to get up and run to the other side, to the door. But it's like, nope, he wasn't allowed to. Yep, and there's a big old space right there behind Christine. So, is that him up there? That would make sense, but why would he have his lights on? Oh well. Don't need to chase him around anymore. Made him look stupid as it was. And we should snip that and send it in as a short. Too. Because that was freaking hilarious. He did turn, so isn't that him? Hey, that's him.
No.
That's not him? Yeah, it is.
No, that's dark. That's too dark.
Oh, wow. They made those shitty things in, that's like my car. That's like my car.
It's got a Gator's license plate frame. That's definitely not his car.
No, I was talking about the car itself looks like mine.
Kind of,
It's the soccer mom, is that him there? I don't think so. It looks like a little station wagon. Is that him? Yes, no, maybe. I think it's hilarious that they told him he can't get out of the car if I'm like there. I had there are two pictures on my my YouTube. I didn't know how to get him over. One was of him on the ferry, and one was him amongst all the parade stuff. So yeah, I haven't been prolific with the pictures. I'm just not good at it, I guess. Oh, he just passed. Okay. So he's probably looking for a parking space now. Okay, gotta back this up. I said hi to Good Vibes. Hi, Clark. All in sundry. Antics and eager for gnome footage. How many footage? But I have pictures. You got a fear of cheetah. George will make an appearance. Photos aren't footage. Okay. But thanks, I'll post those. Copycat is going to get George out of the car in a couple of minutes, I guess. I just paused. Okay. Yeah, the cheetah is great to be out in, except that it cuts off. Right, like above my knee, so my legs are going to be cold. So, yeah, no, I've learned my lesson that I can't take the phone until somebody else comes up with a satellite phone connection to something very busy, because I only got to do like an hour and a half of the first part, and then had to stop because it was breaking up. And then when people started leaving is when I turned it back on again. And at that point I was thinking about George at the moment, because I had almost dropped him twice, and so I put him in my my purse. Not him, his whole thing. So luckily enough, though, I made friends with security guards that was watching our bleachers. So because we lost a couple of water bottles and picked them up for us. So, but yeah, once people started leaving, I turned the parade back on and had Aaron come and visit for a second. So I guess I'll get George on the bridge going back home, because we have to be home by 5. I'll make him do some talking. I'll do some video and make him talk on the way out. Because, you know, it is San Francisco. But, you know, I did get a picture of him at Chinatown. So, it's like, now I feel guilty. Oh, that's what we'll send with him. You know what we'll send with him? One of our cards. With George is going to get a permit for the parade. We got them on lanyards and the cards.
Okay.
Yeah, and Papa Cat really doesn't keep them anyway, so that's what we'll send him with. We'll send him with it. He's been to the Chinese New Year parade. So, and I'm going to send him Wednesday or Thursday because I want to get a San Francisco sticker and we're the brightest people in the world. See if you can reschedule with her. Your hair.
Why?
That way you can go to the Fisherman's Wharf and get a San Francisco sticker or something. It's not that long. He's getting his hair cut at 5.
Okay.
What? Okay,
No,
never mind.
I'm just trying to think of a better day.
Never mind.
So
Never
Friday.
mind. Never mind. I made his brain hurt. When they're that smart, their brain hurts really easily. So I'll have to do it by myself. Whee! Hi, Mandy. So, yeah, I'll get him some San Francisco stickers. See, that's the thing, is like, it looked like Cubs champion, like, got lucky. It was like, he got that at the airport. That's what I was thinking. But yeah, sending him with our lanyard for the Chinese New Year parade because he was there. That's cool. And on the tag itself, it says Chinese New Year parade. That was one of my big things when I was there, was that it's called the Lunar New Year parade, and I've called it the Chinese New Year parade since I was little. So I said this year I was going to call it that because I couldn't help doing it. Yes, Gnome Roamer is headed to tea in Australia. Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out how to send. If it's going that far, we should probably send it in a little bitty box. If George is going to Australia, we should probably send him in a box.
Yeah, no, I have boxes that are, I think, big enough.
Okay, because otherwise he might get hurt in transit.
Oh yeah, no, he'll be well wrapped.
Yeah, we'll have him in tissue paper and everything. Do I have any Golden Gate tissue paper? That'd be funny. He didn't get it at the airport. He got them downtown. He was going to get you a t-shirt. And I even have Papa Cat sneak in your closet for me. Oh my God, that was cute. Yeah, no, we'll send the tag with him. Oh, I have didn't even hear it. Because the tag would be neat because yeah, he was there. I have the picture. If you look at my photos, there's a picture of him with like the lanyard and the program, and he was there. It's just that being in the bleachers was a little tighter than we expected, so I didn't want to drop him. So that's why he didn't do anything after that. I'm getting to be better at that antics because of all the weight that I'm losing. It's like yesterday I actually wore one of my woke shirts that I got at one of the big protests. It's like, "We will survive" or something. It fit. And I was like, oh, cool. And I wore it all day around the house. But I shouldn't be. I want to get out of the t-shirt and legging things when I lose all the weight anyway. So. So, yeah. It's like, did you get him? You got him. It's so funny that he's in a Beats, like, whole, thingy. This is what he's in. And I think it's hilarious. It's like, I was going to trade it for like a Hello Kitty, but I didn't have anything big enough or sturdy. It just didn't feel comfortable. I have a ton of Hello Kitty things, but I was worried that he'd get crushed because that's
all sticky.
Oh, that's fine, because I might have like a hold on. Here it is. Okay, let's see if this works. Do it. I was hoping it would. I've got like dress tape around his sign, so I was hoping it would stick to him because we have no way of holding his sign. See, you got him.
Yep.
And you got him here. So yeah, he's like.
Hello. Hey,
I can't
George.
put him on the stairs because they've already told me no. So let's see. Come here.
Put him there.
We can put him here. And Papa Cat can make these, make this a clip that we're doing. So, but yeah, I tried with, it's dress tape. You know how to tape your dresses to yourself. I've used it forever. I use it for t-shirt or skirts that are too high sometimes. So the easiest thing that I did it as I used to call it boob tape because you always like had to fix your shirts to make sure you weren't showing too much cleavage.
Pyramid.
So I'll send some with him because it seems to work, and it's not very adhesive because it's for dresses.
Oh.
So I have some. So we got him finally. See, this is what I needed, was having somebody else here with me. And a tree, and a parrot tree. These are the parrot trees. So, yeah, that seems to work. So I was trying. I couldn't figure out a way to make it work.
Oh.
So, how was that? And so maybe if more dress tapes it to give it a little bit more cushion, it'll help to keep it on his arm. I could probably just practice that next couple of days. So, because it comes off really easy. It's dress tape. It's not meant to, like, you know, pull your skin or anything. But, you know, dressing off and having to make sure that the lace stays where it's supposed to while the undershirt stays where it's supposed to. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, Papa Cat and Cricket, I'm sure have it. Tell number 4 happy birthday from the weirdos. Oh, you got, okay. It's not a pair of trees, it's just one tree? Huh? But yeah, if I can get the dress tape to like work on him, because he saw how it stuck. It stuck real good on him, so that was a good thing. So I was trying to figure out, because, you know, he doesn't have a hole in him, and where would we put the sign? It's like, but since I'm, as Papa Cat calls me, the number one, was it DIYer? Ooh, he actually just gave me another idea. Little bitty tiny pieces of Velcro, you'd be surprised. He says I'm queen of the Velcro, but I learned it from the king, my brother. So he taught me how to Velcro my world when I was younger. So, hi Adam, how are you doing, big floating head? So yeah, we got the pyramid. Yeah, too bad there's a cult in it. Too bad there's a cult in it. So he said that was a great building. So yes, I guess we can make a video. Actually, we could make a video after he gets his haircut in Alameda, because that's where I'm based. So we have the pictures here, we have the video, you know, the clippable videos from here, and then we can like do him on the beach, because one of my first older videos is 4th of July that we couldn't get across the bay, so we did a video from the beach, which Alameda is known for. Look at him. That's an old golden retriever. I didn't realize that they go gray on their snouts. It's very cute. So yeah, we can do that, or because Papa Cat has to work tonight, so he starts getting ready at 7 because he leaves at 8 because he's a, you know, twisted genius and needs to
take him to club.
Ooh. We can even take a picture of him at club. Ooh, that would be cool. So yeah, we've got more stuff for today, that's for sure. Yeah, let Antics know if you need anything particular. I have to go look up my coat because it's shedding. Cricket gave me some good ideas also, when I bought it, they said something about humidity infusion or something because it's shedding. So, and the funny part is it does keep you warm. Maybe I should start wearing the minks out here. Yeah, it's like, even with the front open because it doesn't have the buttons down.
April or May.
Yeah. But also, anybody, if you know anybody or know any way to mess with fur, because I've got a mink tail coat that's a little too long and weighs about 5 pounds, but I want to turn it into a blanket. So the guy I got the cheetah from was just like, that's a great idea. It's like, yeah, should start getting those old minks and making blankets out of them, because I got my minks, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, no, 10 years ago. And when I started buying them, they were cheap for us at the time. So they were like $300 or $400 each, and they were from Canada. It's like, they would make great blankets. A good 4 a.m. club troop out. You could do one on your own, or just give me some AI pics of the gnome around San Fran. Cricket, I would welcome as little or as much as you're willing to do. Papa Cat can do like a short or a video from the club, like setting up even, and explain this is what we used to do on a regular basis, or that I used to work here. Yeah, because I usually don't go to club with him. So, oh yeah, and I said that I had knocked down the Chinese New Year parade or Lunar New Year parade like sign they had up here, sort of like a welcome sign. I knocked it down, quote unquote, by accident. But after we knocked it down, I realized I could have taken it down with all the fanfare that I wanted to, because it was on the ADA part that you can't see. I hate that, when I could be snotty and not worry about it. Yeah, no, well, yeah, because it's like, I was thinking too, so it's like, yeah, he's at org, but what do the people in the org do? And that's why it's called Club Dream Fog. So it's like, San Francisco protest does this. Do that to Cricket. He was welcome to make a total video just of the art. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Saturday was hilarious, but it was really cool doing the ferry in and out. We're learning to do that now for holidays. We want to come out here. Yeah, it's too bad that I didn't have him up when the dragon was coming by, but I probably would have dropped him, considering that the dragon, what'd you say? He came so close I got dragon breath. That's what. So it's like, it was probably good that I didn't have him out for that. It's supposed to be the world's longest dragon is in our parade, and our parade's supposed to be the biggest one in the United States. So yeah, until somebody else comes up with satellite phones, I probably will eventually bug Papa Cat that I want to have a satellite hookup, because I can't do anything at the toll plaza because there's no signal. I can't do anything on big days because there is no signal. It's like, it really gets annoying. And unfortunately, only the fake tweaker, Twitter, whatever his name is the only one who's got satellite phones right now. So that's a bummer. You need footage for yours. Yeah, I'll let you guys just fight over everything. So unfortunately, 2 people walked in while we were getting ready. I did scream across it, it's a cult, but they haven't come back out. Actually, they would be coming out the back door. I forgot. So CBF might have been, or OSA might be +2 today, not me. But technically, I really wasn't doing it yet. How about that one? Just get a carrier convention. It's like, I would bet you zebras don't even know what a carrier pigeon is. It's like, yeah, it's like me saying I had a we learned, our computer class had teletypes when I was in school. So, yeah, no, Saturday was fun. Like I said, I got George on the ferry. Unfortunately, this is the worst part of the year for my general anxiety. I forget. It's usually late January till like late February, because I was wondering, it's like, I should be getting him out more, but I don't. And Papa Cat almost had to come to the parade by himself. And it's like, it's the worst of my anxiety disorders is right now. Free internet. Okay, Antics, have a good one. So yeah, unfortunately I got George at the worst time of month for me. This is where she was running around with my daylight light and shining it on me all the time. And that it's easier to stay inside the house. That's why I don't experience storms anymore. I realized, it's during the worst part of my year. So I used to love going into storms. So it's like, okay, well, at least I know what's going on now, because, sitting on the love seat doing nothing when the motivation should be back by now. I don't have a general anxiety, but I do have a case of general Oh my God. See, big giant head. If you go away for a couple of days, we miss you. Now I want to know where Sean is. It's like I get used to you guys all being here. Oh, and people are selling their Teslas left and right. And getting, like, those who could sell their Teslas are, and they're getting gypped, of course. So yeah, I've reached the age, I have to remember this, I'm always forgetting. I reached the age that I can be dead. Got a phone call about dinner time last night on Messenger from a friend of mine. I know the name. We were really, really close at one time. It's a shame that's a Tesla. Look at that. That paint job is awesome. I just gave him a thumbs down. And I picked up the phone and I'm like, yes. And he goes, is this Linda? I'm like, yeah, and? It's funny. I haven't talked to him in 20, 25 years and you could not freaking tell. He was just like, yeah, and? And he was like, someone tried to friend me and I thought you were dead. And I'm like, oh my God, we've reached that age. So people thought I were dead already. There was a colonel from, oh God, here you guys go. So yeah, and weirdly enough, because he was outed of my life by my supposedly best friend at the time, who had me on his pager service, or no, I got a cell phone and I gave him my pager, and he didn't forward the phone numbers to me when my friend would call. We figured that one out a long time ago. But he lives up in Washington now, and it was just so funny. It was like, I'm glad I got to eat, because if I don't have to eat, we'd still be on the phone for 4 hours. He started laughing. And it was like, it's sort of neat to have really old friends you were stupidly close to get a hold of you when they think you're dead. That is so cool. It's like, talk about the total goth approval. Somebody thought I was dead. Papa Cat's just staring at me because he's got the delay. He's on the headset. So he's talking about something. You said breast friend? I'm clipping it and sending it to Natalie. No, I didn't. No, in the old days, I was known as, and I'm going to spell it out, because I don't think that word is acceptable anymore. I was known as an FAG space HAG. That's what they called women like me. Hi, Irish. So, he was my first. Rocky, of course. He's the one who had Green Day play at his one of his loft parties, and they were trying to sell me. They were trying to marry me off to the owner because they didn't want to lose their loft. That long ago, 19 to 22, I think. Thick as thieves, but he had to move. So it was one of the first people I knew who had to move out of the area. You did not hear that. No, you didn't, City. So yeah, it's like, that's why when people ask me if I'm familiar with the Exodus, it's like, yeah, it actually started in the 80s. So yeah, no, it's funny. But it's also why I'm so weird about best friends now, is because my supposed best friend, who I told everything to since I was in high school, I find out, number one, he had a crush on me, and he was telling people that. Number two, he slept with my only gay boyfriend when we were in high school. And then he went across the country to go be Christian or something, you know, the overt ones. And I was just like, because the little sister was telling me what he said, and I was like, oh, and I wonder why I don't trust them anymore. So, yeah, that's where my trust issue went. But I'm getting better because I have the BFF. And her and I have our moments where it's thick as thieves, and the third one. But yeah, it's like, it's so weird. It's like maybe the old good friends are coming back, which is sort of neat. And I told him about this, so he'll probably watch it in the replay, hopefully, because if he's on the live, he's going to bark in a minute. Knowing him. So, yes, I'm just standing here in my cheetah coat. You cannot miss me now. I think one person almost walked out, but it was a bummer. I had like the two at the desks and one standing, perfectly framed, because they're not used to Papa Cat's car, so they didn't realize that we parked right across the street. And then had it zoomed in, I was going to start another minute early, and then one of the guys came up, and he was not amused. He kicked away the door opener, and I was just like, oh, poor baby. It was funny. So I wonder where Cairo, unless he used it as an excuse to go home, which would be so typical of a skateboard guy. Let's see. Maybe we should walk down here and see. I don't see his car, but there is a car at the end. I bet Fuzz just texted me about the phrase I said. And said that brought back memories. And I'm thinking, hell yeah. But it's not something I can say out loud. That person has a license plate that says Obi-Wan 8. Oh my God, that is awesome. And yes, we have all the Star Wars major freaks here because Lucas, Liz, and Moran. So, and ILM is 2 miles away from here, I think. The new one, or the offshoot, or whatever. So, yeah. Lucas, Coppola are the two big ones. That everybody's into here, and it drives my friends nuts that I'm not a big Star Wars person. So, anybody want a part of the Death Star? Papa Cat has part of the legendary piece of the dumpster Death Star. Supposedly, Lucas filmed the first Death Star scenes with the model and then threw him in the trash. Well, then that's sort of been debunked, supposedly, but Papa Cat actually was given a piece by one of his coworkers. When his coworker left the office he was working at, he said that his wife had gotten these from the dumpster. Do you want one? He's like, sure. So two not very particular, let's go this way, not big fans of Star Wars has a piece of the legendary dumpster Death Star. And
hi to Skeeter Mom.
Hi, Skeeter Mom. How are you? Oh, okay. See you later. So, yeah, it's like I was trying to get it authenticated by one of the what was the show they did? Adam.
Oh, Mythbusters.
Mythbusters guys, because he's a huge Star Wars fan, but of course, telling him that, he's never responded to me. I wonder why. So, because it's supposed to be a big darn deal that there is no dumpster Death Star. And it's like, okay, then I guess we've seen it. Can we see it in the movie? I thought
I've tried.
Papa Cat has tried to look for that one in
it
the
would
movie.
Be like there for a second. It's in the
yeah,
trench
it might be there for half a second. It's in the trench?
I think so.
Ooh, we might have a piece of the dumpster Death Star in the trench. For some reason, I thought it was to the side. So, yeah, I figure if we can't figure it out, we'll just give it to the museum. So, I mean, he's had it for so long. We figure there's no way we're going to make money off of it anyway. San Francisco looks like the Upper West Side. Really? The Hidden Fortress. Okay. But yeah, because it's now slightly falling apart because of the atmosphere change. So it's like the next time I pick it up, if it crumbles a little bit, I'll just give it to the museum and let them have it. So the only other person who has it, if it'll cost a lot of money. The only other person who has a piece of the model went through all kinds of hoops and crap and then mounted it on a plaque. And it's like, okay, and shows it off. So, but it's supposed to be part of the, doesn't exist. I guess it would. This isn't even like the place I want to live, which is hilarious. I think I had it actually, the one time I did a video from traffic about someone picking on Becky, and I was doing it from the part where all of the new high-rises are new 10-year-old high-rises are, and it was like, I want to live here. I did tell Papa Cat on Saturday, if my dad leaves me any money, we're gonna sell everything and move to San Francisco. Gosh darn it. He just laughs and goes, yes dear, yes dear. But that's cute. So now I know what the Upper West Side looks like. Yeah, we've been to New York a few times. Where have I been? Times Square, Macy's, Fifth Avenue for Tiffany, and then One World Trade. Didn't go anywhere else. This is where the anxiety disorder kicks my butt, because the last time we went to London, I went out once and we were there for 4 days for a business meeting for Papa Cat. But it was funny. It was like the view we had from the hotel room was worth it anyway, because it was some major like train switching station or subway thing, and it had like 20 tracks that you could watch. So, and yeah, the few times we've been to DC, I've only been to 2 museums, Air and Space and American History, I think.
At least one of the.
Yeah. Well, no, Air and Space, that's a history museum. And then I think we went and saw the Constitution.
Oh, the archives.
Yeah, the archives.
Yeah.
You need to go to Park Slope, Brooklyn, very witchy and Victorian. Yeah, it's, that was the thing too. It's like, we should all move to Brooklyn when it started changing, because it was about the same time that they started putting these Victorians back together again, because they were all made into flats. And, someone always pops up with, number 1, where you're going to get a job. Number 2, when you're not going to like winter. Because there's nothing like a bunch of goths sitting around what they need to do because their neighborhood is gentrifying. Gentrifying? So let's see. And I was looking for parking. It's like Papa Cat asked me one time, what are with the titles? And usually they're what song I was listening to at the last minute. But this one was just, now I've got to look it up again. Looking for parking. That was for, it's got to have a period in the title. That was because Cairo had just passed us. That's why I said looking for parking. So next time I guess I'm just going to have to get in his face. I mean, the one I got of him and his wife is because we came around the block. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he just went home.
There's a little old lady here on the street. You're so non-threatening.
Say that again.
Why would Kyra be afraid of you? You're just a little old lady on the street yakking into a phone.
He's always telling me I'm not a little old lady, and he now said it out loud. Yes. Yes, Adam, Gotham winter looked like a 19th century Arctic expedition. It's easier to buy winter clothes though now. So I can get like hunter boots in black for like galoshes, and I have a very long A-lined wool coat. That's my goth go-to. So, but a black mink would cover it. Do I have a black mink? No, I think the only thing I have black is a monkey. Yeah, I think I have a monkey. Somebody pawned it off as a mink. I'm gonna sell it. And I know monkeys exist because a friend of mine has a monkey she got in Africa, gorilla, when she was in the Navy. So that's why I said, I think I have a gorilla. So, I can just picture it though. I've got goths in winter. It's like I've got it like a freaking Bob Ross picture in my head, all, clustered up with, witchy hats and lots of lace and lace overlays on velvet coats, and it's like underneath they're wearing very long dresses and striped knee above the knee like socks, and my Uggs, the ones with the bows. I'm gonna kill myself. It's like you can't get more winter goth than this. Okay. So that made Papa Cat laugh, because it's like I can't get in trouble for touching a column for 5 seconds. Oh yeah, and the sign on Saturday said free hot chocolate, and I was like, you gross mofos, but they weren't out. I didn't see any of them out, and that yellow definitely would have stuck out. So nobody came out, which I thought was weird. I expected them, because we walked from the ferry building over to here to see what was going on. And that was a good 4 or 5 city block.
It's a little windy, yeah.
That was a good 4 or 5 city block walk over here. And then our seats were another 2 block city walks over. So, but I wanted to come here to see what they were doing. Winter goth, yes. Well, when the little sister moves back, she's supposedly moving back to Pacifica. I'm sure I'll be more witchy. Probably go back to being a Italian old lady, which is the, any kind of shirt with a sweater, a just below the knee skirt, and knee socks that go above the knee, and loafers. So it's like, that's why I call my Italian old lady, because I was wearing that for a long time. When the leggings came out, I lost my mind. So, because I haven't worn them since the 90s, early 90s. So it was like, they were my favorite thing. And I'm starting to shrink out of them. I actually tried to tape my leggings up, because I keep having to pull them up at the waist for Saturday, because I had my big fluffy down coat zipped up. And of course, it held, sorta. So yeah, that was a weird thing. But yeah, they weren't out on Saturday, which is good, because I would not have been amused, especially with when I realized what where the sign was. And Ahmad needs to text me at like evening to remind me to look up the building inspector, because that's the one that takes care of those signs. So, because that's definitely a big, huge violation that they don't have this sign like noticeable. It's like, it doesn't matter if they don't like disabled people. They have no choice. That sign has to be painted in. Or maybe I'll just get the old car scooter guy to like try to get in the front door. I bet you in a couple of months I'll get to know him enough to be able to do that. So that would be cool, because yeah, especially considering he's got a scooter, he could complain like a mofo, that's for sure, especially in California. So that's a weirdly enough good thing. Oh, the second half of the parade also was done without a gimbal. I had my arms up in the air for 41 minutes. Papa Cat didn't even know. He thought I had the gimbal. And that's from the 6 years of violin. And having violin teachers obsess on how you hold it away from your body. So, yeah, 41 minutes. I finally got really tired at the end and had to use 2 hands. But, because I had to put it above everybody's head. Because, of course, everybody's like... everybody was like milling around at that point because they were getting tired. Kids are getting tired. We're at the end of the parade, and it's like, that's why I turned it back on, because people were leaving. So that's why I was just filming it from there. And like I said, Aaron came by, said hi. Eric's Raider came by, said hi. And I'm in Oakland DB, and I'm like, I'm not talking. It was funny. Hi, Dusty. You're not allowed to steal anybody away from my stream right now. You know that. You should mount the phone on. I still, believe it or not, I still have my violin. I need to get it checked so I can give it to my old elementary school. And its name is George. That's the funny part. I named my violin George because I found out that when Liberace says, I wish my brother George was here, his George was a violinist and they used to play together. So I named my violin George. So yes, I have my named gnome George going around the world in place of my violin. But yeah, no, I need to take my violin and donate it because, of course, I haven't touched it in centuries. My mom got it cleaned up and whatever they needed to do like 20 years ago, and she thought I was going to pick it up and start playing it. And I went, Mom, I hate my violin. I wanted to play the clarinet. So I should mount it not on the violin but on the bow. So put the bow wherever. Frozen rabbits. Oh yes, frozen rabbits. Look, they're probably here for the parade and the NBA thing because we had the NBA All-Star game. So, and how old was the kid who won the three-pointer? How old was the kid who won the three-pointer? Some kid. I don't think he was even college age. I thought he might have been 17. He won the three-pointer. He was given $100,000. So, and he said he was going to save it for college and helping his family out. So that was really neat. That made it worthwhile to have all those people here. So I'm sure people are going home today and tomorrow. If they're like we were, they probably are staying for the extra day. We always try to avoid like getting caught in airport traffic. So a young Louis Farrakhan played violin on the Ted Mack Amateur Hour. Wow, that's scary. So, oh yes, and anybody who has a Kindle, Amazon will be shutting down the download in 10 days, the 28th. They haven't told anybody, but it's getting around like hotcakes. So download all of your Kindle books before you can't do it anymore. And then you'll be able to use them from there. And there are programs floating around that you can convert your Kindle book to an ebook format, which is what I wanted to do anyway because I have a Kodo. So yeah, and get something like a Kodo. I got a color one. It's small. It was really weird when I got it. I didn't realize it was that small, but it'll work. Yeah, you can't download Kindle books after the 28th. You can just use them on your Kindle. So you definitely, or on the app, you definitely want to download them. I saw the chiropractor today and I told her and she said, yeah, I know. She's spending her time getting her costumes ready for Carnival and downloading books. So it's like, this is definitely one thing I need to pass around because I'm sure there are readers up here who have Kindles. That's why I'm glad I got the Kodo. It was just something I was paranoid about and just had that feeling. And had read something about it and told Papa Cat I want to get a new e-reader that's not a Kindle. So, because what do I have on it? I think it's the History of Fashion by the chick who wore berets and short pants. That's a big book, and it's like I don't want to lose it. So, or I don't want to get it stuck on Amazon because, yeah, they do that with the movies now. Even if you bought them, that if their licensing agreement has left, they take the movie disappears. Or like the 9/11 documentary by the two brothers, it got edited and it's different. And I bought the first version. When it got edited, I was pissed. So yeah, they will edit and or knock off. Somebody said that Amazon will refund you the money, but it's like, that's not the point. I bought the damn movie. You know, their licensing agreements shouldn't bother the movie that I paid for. So that was the big bummer on that one. And I just don't know how to download the movies yet. I know someone who can teach me. The chiropractor's husband can teach us how to download the movies. Because yeah, after they messed with the I think it's called On a Clear Day, after they cleaned that up, I was not amused, because that was one of the reasons I had that documentary. It had some like real parts in it. So because these guys were filming a documentary of the firehouse, and they were at, because one of their friends was a fireman, so they were doing the firehouse documentary for, just NYFD, documentary, and they were there. So they changed their documentary to a WTC documentary, and the first version was pretty spot on. The second version, or the version they have now, they called it an anniversary edition. They just replaced mine with that. I own the 10 Commandments on YouTube. Contain your junk. Oh, you do not know. The 10 Commandments is the Easter movie, right? It's the one, whoever owns it that year is showing it at Easter. I can probably recite that frickin' movie if I got reminded, because whoever was having Easter dinner played this stupid movie when it was on Channel 7, or I always say 7. I think they obviously had it for some time. But yeah, there were so many people passed out from ham exposure, and most of the time it was at my aunt's house, so she made trifle. So from all that sugar, all that ham, and all those appetizers, there'd be people passed out in the living room on the sofas. Michael, Uncle John, who else? Whoever visited that year. It's like, why am I falling asleep? Oh, I don't know. You got a stuffed buffet or two down your throat. So it's like, I think I actually downloaded it. I think I bought it on Amazon.
On Prime.
Yeah. So yeah, I got to figure out how to download it because I paid for it. So, oh yeah, the one thing too about downloading your books, download the important ones first and the ones you paid full price for. Me and the chiropractor were talking about that she wasn't downloading all of her books first, and I was like, why? You should download them all. She goes, no, not the free ones, or the ones we got I got from 99 cents. And I went, oh, you're right. When you start reading a book and realize this is why it was free or 99 cents, I've learned to be able to put those books down, because I used to read through them anyway. So, because I'm a reader at heart, and I finally learned how to do it for at least halfway through, because it's like, why am I wasting my time reading this? What the hell is wrong with me? Hi, Nisa. It was my father's favorite movie, so we watched it every year. Yep, it was the Easter movie, so you watched it every year. And nothing beats Yul Brynner as, the Egyptian guy. So I'm just looking. There's wind on the. Yeah, I got the voice because there was wind. I forgot I could do this. Don't you love it when I forget things? Ooh, there's somebody right there. Ooh. Who are they? Ah, they're leaving, I bet. Maybe that was a couple that came in. Ask him about Xenu. Supposedly the guy had started it all. Grouchy old white guy. I didn't want to mess with him. I don't know, 7 commandments, but I won't say which ones. No, I want to say that, a weird memory, I think someone in the family one of the kids asked about Moses being Jewish or having a Jewish mother, and you know, it was like, well, Jesus was Jewish too. It would be so hilarious. Oh my God. I miss you. Yul Brynner washed his whole clothes in Yuletide. True story. So yes, the Ten Commandments would spawn some really interesting arguments, and since it was usually at my aunt's house, and she was probably Church of Britain, or what is it called? The Protestant English Church of Britain.
The Anglican Church?
Yeah, Anglican Church. Yeah, that's what it is. The Anglican Church. So she would just, you'll pay for that one. Oh my God, I'm going to beat you all with sticks. So most Anglicans are very like, you can't tell. So start there talking about religion. My aunt would go, are we done with that? And as I got older, I'd be like, it's Easter. So it's fun playing with the sort of religious people when you're an agnostic. Yeah, can we stop with all the religious talk? Let's see, Christmas and Easter. No, it's what it's here for. So, 56. I'm going to hit the hour so then we can go rough fly home. It depends if they are low or high church Anglicans. I would assume low because she's, just regular church person. She spent most of her time on the, was it on the continent anyway? Because she was a dancer. So, this is why my cousin's dad is African. Where is he from? I want to say Nigeria. They met in Spain. And they were married for a couple minutes. So, since my aunt was a dancer, she danced at Moulin Rouge when it wasn't a nudie club. Places like that. She'd do chorus dancing. Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, okay. Someone got it too. His comment went into review because, you can't talk about anything here anymore. So, you know what? It might have been high church, actually, because they got married in church, my aunt and my uncle. So maybe she was probably high then. That was weird. It just made me realize it because I remember going to the wedding. And it was in that church, the modern one. The one where they played the guitar. My grandmother called it that church. So, it's funny. No church. Don't even go there. Don't you say V2. I'll kill somebody. Ugh. I started it. Yes, I know. But don't go. Don't go there. Let's talk about, the magic eraser I need for this. In a way, if I could block their signal while I cleaned their fence. Our local brand of Catholic didn't discuss religion. That was for priests. Yep. Yep. Sort of like the Bible. Some did, some didn't. Some of their, what the hell were they called? When they made the little speeches. Had nothing to do with religion. It's like, well, we're at church? Because, of course, going with the grandmother and having not to fidget. It's probably where I learned also to be patient because I wasn't allowed to fidget at church. Because my grandmother was never mad at me, but she was only mad at me if I did something wrong at church. So, but yeah, it's like my grandmother would scare me quiet for sure. She threw a knife at my cousin because she brought up my cousin. He came home the next day from winning the state championship high school team. He came home at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, and he came and she said something about him being out all night. He said yes, and so she threw a butcher knife with her head down because she was chopping something. I saw this happen. She threw the butcher knife and it stuck into the board next to his head, and he turned around and left. He came back, but even I was just like, holy crap, woman. My mother said, yes, she threw knives. She threw knives, my mom threw plates, and I might throw a stuffed animal. He loves that story. Everybody loves that story.
With the visual.
Yeah, everybody loves that story when I say that, because it's always like, no, you don't want to mess with me. Trust me. And then just talking about my grandmother's perfect aim. I knew better to say anything the whole day. I just kept my mouth quiet. Because I just looked, my mouth dropped open. My cousin just literally didn't say anything, turned around and left. I think he was 18 at the time, too, because he was his senior year of high school. The chief is late for his Subway sandwich. See? Oh, grumpy faces, too. Is that ours? No. We have a fire truck in San Francisco that has the local, what used to be the independent station on, because it's like Firehouse 2 in the local station. I guess they sponsored probably the fire truck, so back in the day. And I have learned from watching it, because it shows up on my live screen, from, I think we have an antenna hooked up on the 3rd floor, that they're sort of going back to the way they used to be. They're very pro San Francisco and, you know, very on protester sides of things. And then when Murdoch bought it, it got a lot boring. I stopped watching it because they were known for the 10 o'clock hour. And I came across it the other day. You don't want to go in there. You'll get cooties, guys. They won't let you out. You know that.
Really?
Yeah, they'll make you watch a video.
Oh, fuck that. No, we're going to get out.
Good luck.
Okay, she went like this.
See? Yeah. Yeah. They're a little too overeager. You're welcome, guys. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
No, we don't get the first two. We're now even.
How many?
The first two that went in when we were across the street, they didn't come back out as far as I know.
Okay.
But that's a good way, now I know how to say it. They're a little too over-enthusiastic, and they won't let you leave. So that one was good. The kids are just like, thank you. Because I guess they opened the door and then they waved hysterically at them. Oops, here we go. Have a good evening. They left. Not my fault.
Can we count that? Can we count that?
Him? No, that was he was one with the gold tie knot. Find it. Hey, if anybody knows, what does the gold tie knot mean? So, yeah, the gold's, because, you know, they're not wearing the O-tray anymore. So they have gold at their knot where their tie is. Which is sort of weird, because I didn't think they could be that good either. So they must be clip-on ties. I mean, to do a single Windsor, from what I can tell, I didn't think they'd be that good at it. So, unless that whole side is gold, which is possible. But yeah, it's not anything fancy. It's just a single Windsor. And it's the way you learned how to, if anybody wants to know, it's the way you learned how to tie ties when you were in high school. That's the easiest way to put it. Thank you, Carrie Ann. Because, yeah, we got to get home so he can get his hair cut, because it's gotten too long. Because when you have a Jufro, you get paranoid. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, then put her up. Somebody put her. And Fuzz wasn't here. Well, she did go away from the weekend, so I'm sure she'll be here tomorrow, or when she comes back. I mean, hell, I don't want her even modding while she's like gone. So okay, yes, go raid Scooter Mom. I will see you guys tomorrow. Ciao, Bellas.